I literally pulled the case out, put it like right by the front door for the shop. Because obviously, like, I had these 7 cases scattered all over the store. That's why I was like, I think I have like a lot of this Series 2 stuff. And I really think I'll give credit where credit's due. I thank Billy for being pretty much like, bro, if you just run them at a lower price, he's like, I'm sure you can clear out the inventory. I think guys will like it just because they're still. We've hit some good cards. We've had Rutschman autographs. We've hit a couple Tatises. We've hit a Gunnar Henderson rookie card. So, I mean, Billy wasn't wrong. Well, let's get rolling here into this other one. Now if we can only get Bowman to fill consistently in the group over time. Anybody knows guys that love Bowman, want to get him in the group, let me know, because I'll even go back and buy older Bowman from other stores or find it somewhere and run breaks and not even really, not make money is not the right way to say it, but run breaks to where I'm not trying to like bend you over like some of these other groups do, and I'll do it. It's just we have to consistently fill because Bowman boxes are expensive in general, so. But I know there's groups that just break them, and I feel like some of the groups still overcharge like crazy. I mean, I can name a few. I'm just not going to call them out because I ain't got time for no internet beef with some of them heathens. We have Cowardkin Jr. here on the Project 2020 Ben Barter to the car giving us around the boxes. Another one, as DJ Cal likes to say, another chase to Lauder. I just posted them at the beginning of the video so you can actually check the cert number to realize they're different cards. Good luck to everybody in the first box. Team listening right over at camera in the bottom left-hand corner. I got the trade between Mike Davis and Kyle Wellman. It is up there. I want to make sure it's the Rangers for the Reds, if I'm not mistaken. We have Griffey on the 1999 record breaker. Should be updated on the team list. It's updated on my I've updated on the spreadsheet, so it could be on the team list on the right. If you see that it's incorrect, please let me know and I will adjust the spreadsheet and the screen. If it wasn't the Rangers for the Reds and it was something else for the Reds. Good luck. Alright, let's get rolling. Good luck to everybody. We have Luis Ortiz on the foil. Goldschmidt, Leover, Paguero. We have Joe Ryan on the gold foil. We have Garrett Mitchell on the 32 out of 7 or 34 out of 72 for the Brewers. Nice card here for the Brewers and Kevin Claybo. Black border, Garrett Mitchell. He's getting a little bit older, but man, I think he's healthy now. He just has like still such a high ceiling. We have Judge and Ryan. Rafael Ortega on the foil. We have George. I can't say. Oh, well, he's been healthy, but now he's just been a bum. We got George Springer on a 2003 out of 2023 for the Blue Jays. We have Yamamoto and Jimenez. We got Griffin Jacks Have Sosa on the baseball stars for the White Sox. And that's going to go to Mike Fick. That Giants White Sox spot. We have Stroman, Tatis Jr., National League All-Stars. We have Adam Oler. We're going to have Brian Anderson on the black border going to Kevin Claybo. Again for the Brew Crew. Xander Bogaerts and Logan O'Hoppe. Jared Walsh. We have Mark McGwire. Home run and RBI leaders. For the Cardinals. We have Aaron Judge and Guerrero Jr. We have Champs on the foil. 273 out of 499. Randy Arozarena on the green foil board. We have Ozzy Albies. Robert and Garrett Mitchell. We're going to have Crawford, Charles LeBlanc, 1857 out of 2023. Don Mattingly Rivera. We have Francisco Lindor on the gold foil, Riley Green, Kevin Gausman, and Derek Jeter. We have Diaz on the silver, Franco and Tovar. That's going to be the first box. Got Mark Vientos, Rodon, Senga, Tucker, Contreras, Yu Darvish, Ivan Herrera, Alec Burleson, 12 out of 25 on the auto, going to the Cardinals. And Billy on the orange. A little bit faded. The card print's just a little bit faded, but nonetheless, sick card for Billy on the Burleson. On the orange out of the silver pack. Alonso. I'm one of the firm believers, 25 or less, it doesn't matter who the hell the player is on the card. Oranges or lower are just absolutely sick cards. That's one of the biggest reasons we collect, right? Say the low numbered card, 25 or less, 50 or less. And obviously you want it to be big players compared to smaller players, but second box here. We have Joe Adele on the silver. Tommy Edman, Roberto Clemente. Michael Togley on the gold foil. We have Mike Trout on the blue border for the Angels. Edwin Diaz and Jazz Chisholm Jr. Tyler Freeman. We have a 1275 out of 2023 for the Brewers. Get Rowdy. Chris Bassett, 22 out of 499 on the green foil board. Blue Jays have Sal Frelick and Randy Johnson. Will Smith on the gold foil board. We have Dalton Guthrie on the 182 out of 199 black border for the Phillies. And that's going to John Williams. And the Phils. Legends of the Game, Lou Gehrig. Joey Votto. We have Wisniewski. Silver, Colin Moran on the 20 out of 300 advanced statistics. Wainwright, Dale Murphy. Ryan Kreidler on the gold foil. Carl Yastrzemski. Triple Crown winner. $1967. McCutchen and Buxton. You got Greinke on the silver. 1988 National League All-Star. Bat memorabilia for Mike Piazza and the Mets. We have Lee and Peraza. We have the gold foil for the Brewers, Austin Hayes on the 1902 out of 2023. Felix Hernandez, Manny Machado. Bubba Thompson on the gold foil board, Schwarber. Got Chipper Jones in the Legend of the Game and Ryan Sandberg. Andrew McCutchen on the silver. Stroman and Drew Waters. There has not been any Red Sox yet, other than the commemorative patch for Carl Yastrzemski. We have Castillo, India, Waldachuk, Molitor, Mike Trout, Massey, Urias, and Randy Arozarena. Be the second box. We have Gunner on the, or not Gunner, Adley on the 2022 record breaker, most doubles by a rookie. That's an Oriole. We have Alec Burleson on the silver, Verdugo, and Juan Soto. Got Zach Wheeler. I have Drew Smiley, the 99 out of 199 on the red foil board for the Cubs. Hey, how you doing, Jeff? And I have Senga. You have Shohei. Got Kevin Biggio, Stone Garrett on the gold. 909 out of 2023. Adames and Xander Bogaerts. Milwaukee Brewers on the gold foil. For the Oakland Athletics, we got Cody Thomas. That's going to Kyle Wellman. 1988. Got Mike Trout and Acuna. Andrew Henne on the silver, and then we're going to have a 97 out of 300 Nick Gordon on the advanced statistics. Bo Naylor, Jordan Groshans. Craig Kimbrell on the gold foil. We have Nolan Arenado on the 172 out of 299 on the Silver Slugger Award winner for the Cardinals and Billy. Derek Jeter on the silver, Pete Alonso. Got Chad Pinder on the silver. David Ortiz on the Major League material for the Red Sox. Altuve and Hank Aaron. Got Mitch Keller for the Pirates on the gold foil board. Daniel Bard on the gold, 1,102 out of 2023. Bo Bichette and Jackie Robinson. We have Felix Bautista. Gold foil board. We're going to have Bichette and Nate Eaton with Bryce Harper. Yuli Gurriel on the silver. Mike Ciani on the 225 out of 499 on the green foil board for the Reds. We have Devers and Yoshida. Bo Naylor, Woods Richardson, Grove, Waters, Piazza, Bogarts, Alvarez, and Mike Yastrzemski. I mean, these ones I just been discarding, but most of the time I donate them. Well, either donate sealed product or stuff to like kids that come in. I actually give quite a bit of stuff away, but these, because the product's old, as it says. And there's no, I'm taking all the rookies out, and the future star, or the, and not the future stars, the cup cards and the rookies out. I was gonna say, just been disposing of them. No one's building sets from 2022 Series 2. I mean, I would not 2022, 2023 Series 2 anymore, I would assume. They're trying to finish their, like, 660 card master sets or whatever. Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, Series 2 we shipped out all the base. And that's probably what I'll do for Update 2, to be honest. Just because there'll be so many rookies in Update that I'll probably ship out the base as well. We got Harold Ramirez, Alonso, Chapman. Chrome Update this year is going to be crazy with the debut patches. We have Aiken on the gold foil. And I have Sonny Gray, Alex Bregman, Greg Maddux. Got Darno on the silver. Taiwan Walker on the gold on the 1804 out of 2023. Kike Hernandez and Mitch Haniger. We have Christian Arroyo. For the Mets, we have Baseball Stars Jose Butto. Chrome Update won't drop probably till October. I think it drops like right around the World Series, maybe a little bit after. We have Logan Webb and Nolan Arenado. Javier Baez on the silver. We have Sean Manaea, 38 out of 299 on the orange foil board. Sasaki, Alvarez. Connor Capel on the gold foil board. Steve Carlton on the Triple Crown leader. I really just put like Jose Butto in this pile instead of putting him on the hit board. We have Duran and Ted Williams. On the inserts, I have Nick Lodolo. We have Joey Votto on the 1988 memorabilia. Yu Darvish and Contreras. Taryn Favre on the gold foil. Ryan Nelson on the gold, and that's going to be a 5 out of 2023. We have Ryan Sandberg, Mike Trout, Satsugo right there. Let's see. White Sox on the gold foil. All aces, Steve Carlton, Mookie Betts. I have Soto on the silver, Eloy Jimenez, Senga. And that's going to be the fourth box. We got Logan Webb, Sosa, Alcantara, Corey Seager on the 15 out of 75 purple. Going to the Rangers, and Mike Davis. Got Garrett Cole, Roger Clemens, Beltre, and Pena. I mean, what was I gonna say? Topps update has to drop first, which the cover boy for that'll be Skeen, so that should be interesting. I don't know who else came up late that was still a rookie, because they put guys that I thought was gonna be an update, like Jackson Holiday. I mean, update will have Holiday and those guys like Holiday, Merrill. They'll be in the base. They won't be short print, so they will have their rookie card. Kind of like how they did J-Rod, Bobby Witt in 2022, Hunter Green, where they had like their base. They had their base cards, their base papers in. Which will be a little weird because they're all in Chrome, so it'll be interesting. Skeens isn't in Chrome, but obviously like Holiday, Merrill, So their paper. Their paper coming out after is going to be interesting for sure. Rolling into this, we have Josh Hader, Morikami, Miguel Cabrera, Mark Vientos on the gold foil, Cade Cavalli on the 1988 blue border. Johnny Bench on the Legends of the Game, Adley Rutschman on the 1988. We have Giancarlo Stanton on the foil. Shohei on the 12/23 out of 2023. Duran and Ripken. Jose Iglesias on the gold foil board. For the Athletics, we have the black border 62 out of 199 Dermis Garcia going to Kyle Wellman. So the A's picking up a couple of autos. Michael Harris II, Julio Rodriguez in the 1988. We have A.J. Pollock on the foil, Harry Ford on the blue border for Great Britain. These are the Mariners farm system. J-Rod, Griffey and Ichiro on the American League All-Star inserts. Ramon Laureano, Buxton, Sonny Gray, and Pedro Martinez. George Springer on the foil. Got Mike Trout on the 57 out of 75. On the home run and RBI leaders. CC Sabathia, Spencer Steer. And get Davis. It's open 6 days a week with a gold foil, and it's just right now it's two guys, and then the guy that was breaking Rodney will probably start working just part-time to begin with. 57 out of 2023. Rodney works as a steel worker, like works on steel plates, Helsley and Verlander. So I either have to get a bigger space or have a place for him to be able to break all the time or do some other stuff before I could hire him for him to leave his job. We have the foil. Josh Jung on the 1988. The problem is rent's so damn high here that, and I don't have we talked about before, I don't have an account for the shop. So we have Arenado and Kershaw. I need to make sure where I move to. Yeah, Rodney Varsho, he told me he was pretty nervous. We have foil, Machado. We have American League All-Star Babe Ruth, which I think people underestimate the difficulty it is to break, even if you know the hobby. Like if you're not used to it, so like you got to keep your hands a certain place. You have to be able to like talk while doing something else, which is like definitely not a man's forte. We have Tristan Casas, Dylan Cease, Swanson, Altuve, Appel, Rosario, Musgrove, and Roberto Clemente. Plus, in general, like, I mean, I've joked about it because me personally, it doesn't matter how much people talk, but if you go to some other breakers channels, like there's people constantly talking or having conversations with themselves. Well, not themselves, but like amongst themselves, the people in the group. And I have Ohtani in the 2022 record breakers. I will say for the most part, even traditionally, this has not been the most talkative. You guys are not the most talkative group of guys, which I don't care. Like me personally, it doesn't matter to me. Like I'll just talk to myself like a crazy person. Or just talk about baseball or whatever else. I think a lot of guys are just listening to me, so I think it's become like a habit to where like other guys will be opening cards and legitimately don't know fuck all about sports, so they don't have anything to talk about. They don't know about the baseball players, or they don't know about the basketball players, or the football players they're ripping cards about. They literally are just some guy that's like, I think I can make a lot of money opening card packs. Like, that's all they give a shit about is money and yelling at the top of their lungs, let's go, or whatever else, but don't know dick about sports or, like, why people are collecting or this or that. So I think a lot of it is... it can make it hard when you're just breaking. And Rodney knows a lot about sports. Like we've had conversations about sports because he's good friends with the other two guys that work in the shop. So he's in here quite often in general, and he actually collects like a lot of UFC and baseball. So it's not that he's not unknowledgeable or not knowledgeable about the about sports or anything. I just think it makes it like very up. You have to stay like very up to date, and you just kind of have to know about the prospects. And if you're like, you have to have like an interest in prospects, right? Or like an interest in players, or follow fantasy or whatever else to really be able to talk about it, or just in general actually know about sports. And there's a lot of people that are opening baseball cards that don't know shit about it, what they're doing. They're just literally here to just flip through the cards. And we have Lindor here, Soto, Verlander. I mean, hell, have you ever been in a break? Like, have you ever been in? I mean, if you're in other break groups, there's literally dudes that'll go like this. They'll be flipping through the cards. Like, they'll just go. They might not even show the LeMay to you because it's not even worth anything. They won't even talk about Taylor Walls or what he did. Ha! Well, you got a black border here on the Taylor Walls, and I mean, I suck at. Oh, here we fucking go. We have 57 out of 72. Your team didn't even make the playoffs. Go find a quarterback that doesn't get hurt all the time, Kyle. We have Taylor Walls on the black border. Joe Burrow he can't even be a top 5 quarterback because he can't stay in the field. Dude is made of fucking glass. We have Johnson and Dansby Swanson. We have Brandon Belt on the foil. Oh, nice hit, James. I was going to say on the Taylor Walls. We have Colton Wong on the gold out of 2023. We have Aranda and Musial. Also, like, the issue... There's not an issue with my card shop, I should say. In this area, there's never been a sports card shop. So, like, people don't go other places. They just go to Walmart or wherever else. And they're starting to realize that I exist or whatever a lot more. So I think word of mouth is starting to have more people come in. But a lot of the guys, even in the group, because there's 2 sports cards up in, like, you're probably not familiar with Maryland. But in northern Maryland, there's 2 card shops in, like, the Bel Air area. One's Bel Air Cards. We got Matt Schwarmer here for the Cubs and Brandon Kelly. 1988. So there's 2 card shops in Bel Air. One's called Sims Sports Cards. The other one's called Bel Air Cards. We have Hunter Brown and Ronald Acuna Jr. and a lot of the people are up there, and it's just not worth. It's honestly not worth the drive. They preferred me over the guy that runs the Bel Air Sports Car's name is Dean. He's actually a pretty good dude. But they're not going to drive all the way down here. It's a 50-minute drive. Like, why would you do that when you can just go to a different sports card shop and our prices for sports cards are pretty much comparable? I'll probably blow them out of the water for football and basketball, like, long term, because I'll actually get those products allocated for Fanatics, even if it's mostly for breaking. We have the the blue border, favorite Sons of Texas, Kershaw. Are you talking about Foam City? Is that a shoe shop? That sounds like a place that sells shoes. We have Yoshida and Alonzo. If it's a sports card shop, I'm not familiar with them. I do know there's some places down in Virginia Beach. There's like one or two card shops down in Virginia Beach, and the one is definitely like a lot easier to deal with if you to go in there. Because when I was still like kind of new to breaking, and obviously like we've been in the break group long enough, before I had Rodney or Dylan fill in, we have Otani there. I would literally take sports cards with me on vacation. We have Randy Johnson. Hell, the 1 year I was at Disney and I literally got a second hotel room. Well, we were going to stay, if you're not familiar with the military has what's considered a Disney hotel called Shades of Green. It's actually like considered as a hotel as if you stayed on Disney property. We got an extra hotel room when my family was with us, just because we didn't know how much space we would need or whatever. And at the time, the perks for staying for property or Disney-based hotels is like way better than they are now. You can get in the park. You can stay in the park later. You can get in the park earlier. And you could have up to 6 people on the room that we got. We have Luis Rengifo. But I literally was like driving from one hotel to the other. We have Buster Posey on the 1988. But what's I gonna say? Oh, so like I carry breaks everywhere. So there's some places in Virginia Beach that were like ridiculous. We were Rosa Rain, or even there's a couple places in Richmond that the prices were just outrageous. We have Victor Reyes on the gold foil. We have 1972 out of 2023 on the Austin Hayes. A lot of places, it sounds terrible when I say it, a lot of places got into the business and were successful because of COVID, or stayed open because of COVID, that maybe would have went under if you were in the hobby on the card shop side of it or the breaker side of it before COVID. A lot, Verlander, we have Hank Aaron, you're pretty much set up to be like okay after COVID, but you'll see a lot of people start to disappear shortly because a lot of shops are surviving on Panini profit margins because they overextend themselves constantly. We have Carson Kelly, Aaron Judge, and Jordan Groshans. And Fanatics profit margins for Fanatics is nowhere close to what Topps is. We have Johnny Quinto on the foil. We have 198 out of 499. So some of the guys that give you good deals on breaks or whatever that are breaking Panini football and basketball products, you'll see those profit margins go away. You'll see those good price breaks. They'll start to get real greedy when Fanatics takes over. We got Chris Bubik, and what they'll do is they'll blame it on Fanatics. Because God forbid they're not making $3,000 a break. We have Perez, Jackie Robinson. Some people are just... There's a lot of greedy people. But what I will say, Kyle, as for the shop in Foam City, since I'm kind of bouncing all over the place in the conversation here, you kind of have to figure out if they have accounts or not to whether or not they're good priced. Because, like, there's a guy... Let's put it this way. Like, I don't have a shop account. Like, a lot of stuff I sell in the shop, like, I'm not really making any money on it. Like... If it wasn't for the break group, I definitely wouldn't have the shop if it wasn't for the break group, because the break group pretty much pays for the shop to be open. Obviously I Pokemon and Magic and like I do okay with those, but like even when I move, like the shop's going to be designed to make sure that I have a good play store for trading card games like Magic and Lorcana and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a new one coming out with anime, One Piece. We have Seager, Aaron, Kirby Puckett, Maddox, Shohei. We're going to have Alec Burleson and Tony Gonzolin. But yeah, I mean, if they don't have like anything to deal with, like singles wise, they might literally just have like that might be where they make all their money because they're not getting boxes for anything, so they go buy them at pretty much retail price and resell them. That's why you'll see a lot of hobby shops will have, and I don't agree with this, and I've never done it. I've never went to like a Walmart and cleared up. I mean, in Maryland, you really can't do it anyways, even if you wanted to. But I never went to like a Walmart and cleared off the shelves and been like, all right, I'm gonna resell blasters and megas in my store for $30 over what they are retail price. Like I won't do it because I think that's like that like ruins the hobby to me. Like that's one of the reasons I didn't get in the hobby to fucking be flipping retail boxes. Like, but some shops do that because they don't have like that's the only way they can make money. Like they don't have the access to product, which is like there's so much gatekeeping on that side of the house when it comes to product. There's so much gatekeeping in the hobby. It's pretty ridiculous. And there's like no way to get around it. Like some of the conversations I have, I'm not going to share them because like obviously everything's recorded fully, but like yeah, dude, some of the stuff there's just a lot of gatekeeping, a lot of shit in the back end of like how the hobby works. It's just like some of the most bizarre doesn't hold up in like regular business practices or whatever else. Oh yeah, vintage singles and some stuff can be overpriced. Okay, then yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, you might also be able to go in there. Did you try to negotiate and they just told you like, nah, they won't budge? We have Chris Bubik on the green, the gold Hayes, Buster Posey, Randy Johnson for the Triple Crown leaders. We have Kershaw on the blue border. We have the gold Wong, gold LeBlanc, Josh Jung on the 1988. We have the Marlins on the gold. We're going to have Mike Trout on the runs batted in commemorative. We have the blue border, Harry Ford. Brent, did you hit me? Did you just send me a Wemby that you hit, or did you order from Topps and you just got lucky with the autograph? We have Otani, Kate Cavalli on the border, and Nelson. We have Joey Votto on the 1988. We're going to have Steve Carlton on the Triple Crown. We're going to have the gold Walker and the gold Bard. Major League Material, David Ortiz. Nolan Arenado out of 299 on the Silver Slugger. We have Gordon. We have Stone Garrett on the gold, Smiley on the green foil boards. Austin Hayes on the gold, and Mike Piazza, the American League All-Stars. I was going to say, I'll hit you up right after this, Brent, whenever I finish. Yeah, I mean, I would just go in there and offer them 70% and see what they say. I was going to say, most of the time if you go to a shop, Carl Yastrzemski, if they have everything priced out, they'll drop their price down by like 20 to 25%. We have Colin Moran. Bassett on the green. We have the gold Brewers. We have Mike Trout on the blue border. We have Albies on the Major League Material. Arozarena on the green. Mark McGwire on the home run RBI leader in 1998. And then we have George Springer on the gold. I know in the shop what I do is I just have Tyler and Dylan pull up 130 point and pretty much will offer like what the middle comp is, and if somebody wants to pay the lowest like last eBay comp, then I'll sell it to them for that. Which, I mean, if you're gonna come in a shop, I mean, I'll even go a little bit lower depending on what it is. I wasn't saying what like I got it for, but I mean, if you're gonna go in and get the what the current comp is, it'd be what you pay on eBay, or I mean, God forbid you don't have to worry about someone trying to mail it to you in a Facebook group. We got Taylor Walls on the black border. We have Ciani on the green foil board. Manet on the orange foil board, Brian Anderson on the black border, Corey Seager on the purple, Butto on the Baseball Stars autograph, Guthrie on the black border, 1988, Schwarber on the 1988, Sosa on the Baseball Stars, Mitchell on the black border, Garcia on the black border, 1988 autograph, Cody Thomas, and then the orange mojo, Alec Burleson out of 25. That's going to be the break, guys. I appreciate y'all as always. You guys have a good night. Be safe. Yeah, so that's the problem, right? Like, there's dudes that, like... Actually, let me write that down, because maybe they'll... See, the problem is they won't sell me... They're afraid to sell on DealerNet because they don't want to get caught. But, like, I've been asking people all over the place for more Series 2 jumbos. Like, I would have... Um, John, I'll probably look at it and take a picture to just kind of show the group or whatever because it's a pretty dope hit. But I haven't opened it. Like I said, it'll be mailed out in your next thing. Actually, if you want to move it, John, Kyle's probably the guy to talk to about it. I was gonna say because Kyle's a big Reds fan and he would probably love to have a Barry Larkin, Joey Votto booklet. But yeah, I was gonna say I appreciate y'all. I mean, 7 cases of Series 2. I didn't think I'd be able to move it at all. I know the price was good. It's not like $35 for 27 spots and a chance to get like Adley and Gunnar and all that stuff. And we did actually hit some of the bigger guys in these 7 cases. But I do appreciate you guys filling them. Like I said, I'll have a mixer up tomorrow. It'll have luminaries in it. It'll definitely have luminaries in 2023 Topps Chrome Update. I don't have a ton of 2024 product. Like, they haven't been pinching me. We've just been breaking more than we've ever broke before and been pretty consistent. So I just haven't been, like, buying as much maybe product as I should have from, like, other sources other than Fanatics. But I will probably start to supplement a little bit. We'll see what I can do for Tier 1 to supplement. But yeah, so John Clark's a Braves fan, Kyle, just so you know. I don't know what Brave stuff you have. But yeah, I mean, I'll open it up and take a picture. And I can throw you two guys in the chat if you guys want me to. Because I know John's up for trading with, especially when it comes to Brave stuff. But I appreciate everybody that got these breaks. Like I said, we'll probably get that Bowman filled tomorrow, the 2024, and I'll put up a mixer as well. It'll probably be a random teams mixer, and I'll try to keep the price like under $60, maybe a little bit over $60, somewhere in that range. But appreciate y'all as always. You guys have a good night. Be safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow.